Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to a droopy Sunday afternoon stream. I call it a droopy Sunday afternoon stream because we're both kind of droopy. I've had a busy week, had to work a chunk of the weekend. I'm feeling quite tired. I am joined, of course, as always, by Lee Discord.
Hello.
We're here.
Well, I'm trying to be there. It's just Satisfactory's being finicky today.
Well, that's all fine because I'm not sure that I'm 100% here.
oh, okay. Now finally, it's loading. I don't know what's Satisfactory's been a little weird lately.
Everything on my computer has been running quite slowly for some reason. I need mycelia and I need biomass. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. I've got wood and leaves I can use. On space. Throw away the wood, I'll throw 4 leaves. Working on trying to get the synthetic fiber search thing done so that way we can automate fabric production, start automating these filters, finish up the hazmat suit. Hopefully allow us to start doing uranium processing without getting...
Sounds good. Stealing keys. Reconstructing deficient organs. Browsing Big Brother. Revoking holidays.
Never see these loading messages.
Well, it's this window. It's gray background. There's a yellow little window with a yellow border. I mean, it says visit tip number 45. Hey, nice to see you again. And below that, it says initializing respawn underscore sequence dot bat. And then below that is a loading bar. And then below that are all these random messages. Hiring therapist. Okay. It's funny. I just think they're hilarious and entertaining.
I mean, they are, but they're a little worrying.
Why?
Well, you know, it's kind of like one of those things of this will be a dystopia and you will like it. You're gonna sleep with the fishes.
We're playing a game where in a world, this is a world where, you know, we are basically living on this planet to make products for other people.
Well, true.
We are we're literally just a fancy factory worker.
Yes, I'm aware. Alright, synthetic polyester fiber.
Yay! That is amazing.
That's
really need that.
That is the mycelia.
We need that like a lot.
Yes.
Oh, radio control unit. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Nope, I think I went past it. Where is it? Let's see, fabric. Is this it? The biomass in mycelia, or is that something else?
No, the biomass in mycelia is... May not be
Maybe it's a. Does this need to be a machine?
machine. Yeah, I think it's a machine recipe.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna double check this though, just in case. I don't think it's gonna be in the air, but you never know. Yeah, no. Okay.
Alright, constructor.
Oh, there you are. Okay, sure. Yes, that works. I was about to do the same thing.
Color cartridges. Okay, there's nothing in here that shows synthetic fiber.
Oh,
An assembler?
I'm missing 4. I was just gonna do an assembler, but I don't have rotors.
I do.
Yeah. No. Excuse me. I saw something else.
Fabric, there it is. No, that's the default one still.
Hold on. I'm gonna go look and read the description on the map and see what that says.
Mary?
Hold on. I'm gonna look at on the map. Where did you do this at? Mycelia?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, there it is. It's in the refiner.
Why is it in the refiner?
It takes water and polymer resin for polyester fabric.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this seems to be what this is saying. Wait. Code research. It takes what now?
It takes polymer resin, water.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So it's creating fabric out of
Plastic.
resin.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty interesting.
That's what polyester
So it's
is.
quite literally polyester fabric.
Yeah.
Not some kind of fake recipe.
Yeah, polyester.
Okay, traveling with a jetpack is actually pretty entertaining.
Yes, it is so nice to move between those
just
floors.
sprinting across, do enough to get up, and then I just kind of went like a bouncing effect where I just kind of tap it.
Yep.
Here and there. That's pretty. That's actually pretty nice. Okay, so
how much of this polyester fabric are we likely to constantly...
well, gas masks. Let's see. Gas filter. It consumes gas filters, I think. And gas filters take 2 fabric to make 1 gas filter.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's totally consumable or if it's something else, but I think it might use them up to some extent. I don't know how much, because I haven't even been able to make the actual mask due to our lack of it, because the gas mask recipe takes 100 fabric to make 1 gas mask.
Okay. So...
that's the thing we've been wanting. And then, of course, we have the hazmat suit up there, which takes 50 gas filters. So enough, let's just say.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I want to have it automated, but I'm basically thinking, like, do we need to try and set up another node, like another... Do we need to go out to the plastics base in order to make the fabric base out there?
I don't know.
Or would it be better if we did it over here at the other oil base that does the plastic and rubber?
That's more gonna be your decision, because I don't even know a whole lot about your setups over there. I've seen them, but I haven't been there very much. So that's your end things.
Okay. Let's see, assembler. Trying to figure out what the recipe is for the gas masks. Gas mask filters.
Well, the equipment table. It's on the equipment station.
Okay.
If you go down,
gas
under
mask.
body equipment. It's next to jetpack, if that helps.
Yeah, well, that's for the gas mask, but I need for the filters.
Okay, those are a little further up under consumables.
Oh, there it is. Okay. We need 30 fabric per... No, 2 fabric
Two
per
fabric,
filter.
2 rubber, 2 coal. 30 is probably what you have on you.
Yeah.
I'd guess.
2 coal, 2 rubber, 2 fabric. Okay.
And it just says they're consumables, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have to make enough to be able to use them up whenever we're around that sort of thing.
Yeah. Ag. Okay. Did you let Multi know we were streaming, by the way?
I did.
Okay.
He said he's waiting for things to quiet down a little.
Alright.
Okay, I need to figure out what it is that I don't have going over here. Okay, rotors. I feel like I need to make a checklist because I can't just keep going back and forth as to what do we have going to the storage room. Actually, I am going to do that. See if I can figure out something without restarting the game.
Starting to develop an acute concern. Our lack of consumption of rubber and plastic. Because without routinely consuming rubber and plastic, we're not going to be routinely generating fuel. Means generators are eventually going to run out. We'll have a full grid blackout. Be ever so enjoyable. All right. Guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going. Okay, wait. The gas mask filters require 3 components, right? Yeah, rubber, coal, and fabric. That means they're in the manufacturers. Oh, goody. Those things pull an insane amount of power. Alright, how do I want to split all this out? Salt.
Okay.
So I don't think we're gonna need more. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna make more than 1 fabric refiner. Because the stuff is gonna start piling up eventually. Once we get the 50 filters for the milestone, after that, we're just gonna be letting them pipe into a storage container. So I don't think I need to be mass producing fabric at a huge. If it is.
Hey. Viewer.
Oh, hey. Hey, bowl of cornflakes.
Come to watch us, you know, try to succeed at Satisfactory.
Try to succeed. Nonsense. We never succeed.
we never
just
succeed.
We just go until we burn out. Give up. Yes, I just said that to make you laugh.
I'm sure that you always do.
Who's me?
I do. You know, it's amazing how much you know about somebody when you've been married to them for a year.
Ooh.
Yes, because we share a room and it's really difficult to keep each other's mics from hearing each other.
She...
There's only so much we can do.
think she's in my background. Actually, here, Discord.
Probably both. Classic.
There's a power pole.
Okay. Oops.
One.
Okay.
These autosaves are getting quite long. And more than a little annoying. I've got fabric pumping out, and I don't think I'm gonna need more than one. Looking at the speed of which it's being produced. With it producing this quickly and easily, I think we'll be able to just get the one manufacturer.
Okay.
Get that going. Z.
Aluminum casings. Oh, thank you. We've been working at it.
Yes. I did that last week.
Oh, it says this factory looks epic. Oh, are you talking about the factory you're at? Where are you at?
Well, I'm over at the our plastic and rubber outpost, the one that's providing the fuel for the fuel plant.
Okay.
Is he piping fabric in over that bus from over?
Sounds good. Yeah, we have more than one factory on this world.
Oh, I know, but I just mean the.
I am responding to.
Oh.
I'm not just talking to you.
Love how we walk on the conveyor belts like they're pavements. Well, you know, they're like moving sidewalk. They're like moving sidewalks. You know. Although it is a little bit annoying on these faster ones to try and get them expanding while you're on them. Because that window to click is very narrow.
Okay. I have on the side on a notepad, I have written down everything that is already going to storage. That way I can go and track to see what's not going to storage.
Right.
I did get a couple more connected. Like, for example, rotors wasn't apparently connected. And I got that connected last time.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, stators need to go. Stators need to go. Let's see.
Do we have rubber and we have plastic, right?
Yep, rubber and plastic are already going to storage. I need to get more steel tubes.
Where's that bus? Are they coming from this lower set of buses, or are they coming from one of the uppers?
Coming from lower, I think. I don't entirely remember exactly. I just know they're going up here. What are you asking exactly? What are you wanting?
I'm a fabric one for fabric.
You trying to pull off of the belt, or are you just wanting to know where storage is?
I want to know where the storage is, so that way I can make a belt going there.
Well, you know where the storage is.
No,
Okay, then change your question.
Where are the? I'm looking to see what belt stack I need to put.
Because
I want to have rubber, plastic, and fabric all kind of together because they all come from like a similar location.
Well, let me go up, back up, and check. I don't entirely remember.
Agreed.
Okay, plastic is right here. They're not exactly together at the moment, actually. Well, they're sort of. Rubber's on one side, plastic's on the other.
Okay.
They're right across from each other, if that helps. I mean, we can put it on top of the plastic one if you want, because it's only one high on that side. Okay. But I need to add. Well, hold on. That would be connecting to the stack then. If you want to put it with the plastic, then it has to connect to this belt. Now, I haven't. No, hold on, let me come up there. Okay, so the thing is, I haven't exactly done it yet, but you see how I did it on the other side where there's a space and then there's 5 more? On the right stack. Left stack. To our left.
Yeah, there's
See how
space.
there's a space and then there's 5? Well, this side was supposed to have the same thing if we had more belts. I just hadn't needed it yet. That was just as needed thing. So now, it's basically above this stack needs to can do another 5 of these splitters or whatever. Ow. I did it for too long.
I was gonna say it looked like you ran out of fuel there.
Well, no, you can't just continuously go up forever.
Yeah.
It was too high. Okay. All right. I can get over there.
Was this stack being yet?
Hold on. The stack we're on?
Are these belts? I mean,
yes.
Upper belts? Okay.
These are pretty much, well, except the very top one, I think I had us coming from the same place as aluminum, just for you to put another thing on if you wanted to, coming from aluminum area.
Okay.
And that's going to go to the right side. Well, the other side, the same side as the rubber, if that makes
And then I think what I'm gonna do, there's this belt stack here, this five stack belts down here. I might make another. There's another stack of
yes.
What are they called? Scaffolding or whatever. The belt spacers.
Belt stack. But
Belt
yes.
stack, yeah. Oh wait, there's an empty belt here on the belt stack. I'll use that for the fabric then.
I'm very confused. I don't know what you're talking about, my dear. Where are you? Where'd you go? I don't even know where you went.
Over, hopping up right now. Right here.
Well, I have no icon for you, so I haven't the slightest clue where you're.
Hi, right next to you. I'm right.
I do not see a single thing. Oh, there you are.
Over here. Down here.
Yes, those are coming from. Okay, so the one below stacks. Okay, the ones down there come up under the floor at the second half of the storage room. If you want it to come up near rubber and plastic, then you need to connect it to this one up here.
I don't care. But this one here has a spare belt. I'm gonna put it on that.
Okay. That's as long as this is there, then it's already connected on the other end, or at least it should be. So all you'd have to do is connect it to that, and it's going to storage.
All right. Figure out how to get the fabric up here.
Yeah, the way it works is all stacks below the floor are coming up at the second half of the storage area, and all belt stacks that are on top of the floor go to the first half of the storage room.
Okay.
And whatever side the belt stack is on, that's the side the storage units are connected to.
Okay.
It's fairly straightforward. As straightforward as it could be.
There. Okay.
Well, the thing is, I can add to the stack over here if you just want to stick it on top of the one over there.
I want to get onto the one that's onto one of the nearest ones. I want to spend the whole stream making a belt stack.
No. Well, okay, whatever. My end of things would just be adding on to the current belt stack, not adding a new one. Maybe you had to add one on your end, but on this end, I was just saying that I just haven't extended the belt stack up anymore yet on that side, but I could. That was up to you if you wanted to go that way, because I can totally add it, and I was actually going to anyway. So the rest is up to you.
On the right level? If I'm on the right level yet. I'm not on the right level yet. Okay, I gotta go up one more floor.
And technically, if you wanted to come in there, on that side, you could technically use that top one, very top belt. Because I'm pretty sure that one's not connected to anything yet. Okay, splitters?
A question.
Mhm.
What's the easiest way to line up a conveyor lift 4-hole?
With what?
With the end of a belt.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Okay, well, I think I have a method figured out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. You place the conveyor hole first, and then you connect the lift to it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get them lined up very specifically.
Lined up to what?
The end of a conveyor belt.
I don't know. Because not sure why
Did
you need
it.
to be that specific, but okay.
I did it.
I'd say
Fine, I have done it. It is done. I feel very accomplished.
uh-huh. You're confusing.
You're welcome.
Uh-huh. Oh, darn
I
it.
know you don't see it that way.
I think you're giving me a headache with your questions that make no sense. I'm sorry, most of the questions you've asked are extremely confusing. And you're a little all over the place. Okay. Remember something? One of the ones that I needed to connect that hadn't been connected yet was still beams. They're still going to a storage unit over here and never actually got connected over there. Which, the amount we use them. By the way, you can always just ask me to connect to the storage somehow, as long as you tell me where I'm pulling from and where you want it to go roughly. Just so you know.
Okay.
Oh. That one. Oh, that's. Okay. There. No.
There we go. Fabric belt is constructed.
Okay.
Fabric is heading at a pretty high speed into store.
By the way,
Yes.
I would have had the fabric, um, do the, connect the belt so that it was going to a certain place if that's what you wanted,
No, it's fine. I wanted it going somewhere so that I can then also put a splitter on it. We have it going to storage for anything we need to handcraft, but then also have it going to the storage bus so that way I can put a splitter on it and we can bring it up to the top floor for a manufacturer.
Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Stop. Leave it. Those. No. Who knows? Anyway. Alright.
Alright. Manufacturer setup.
3, 4. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be pushy. It just seemed like you gave up rather than ask me to do it.
I think we left the manufacturers running for too long. Now all, at least the modular engines for the previous phase of the space elevator belt is completely saturated, I think.
Well, that was gonna happen anyway. That's what happened.
We didn't stop the production or reroute it. Oh no.
Why is this a problem?
Oh god, we're gonna have to clean up like 10 billion of these things eventually. I was planning to reuse one of the manufacturers.
Last time too.
I was wanting to use one of the other manufacturers of those components to try and start making the gas mask filters, but yeah, I don't know if that's a practical thing to do right now.
Disassemble belts by hand, and which will cause either you to pick them up or drop, or you can redirect it to a container next to the elevator and have them all go into that, and then pick them up later after from there. It's not that hard. The thing is, this is exactly what happened last time, so this is not a new thing. It was just that I'm the one who did it.
I need iron plates, okay. I need to go get me some stomped iron.
Yeah, it's not called that.
It's not!
No!
But it was so good.
Yeah, well, I remember I redid all the sites. Because I made them different.
Problem is, little white squares. A bunch of items in this that look like little white squares at a sprint.
That's why there's also labels under it.
Forced on.
Concrete.
Dirt. feel like I'm going blind.
What are you needing?
Iron plates.
I think they're on the left far end.
Oh, there they are. Man, these weird labeling systems, I can't find anything.
That's your fault, not mine. You're the one who labeled it that while it's in that location. So I'm surprised you don't remember.
Oh my, I'm sorry. I only labeled that like 3 weeks ago.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry. This is not big enough.
Where did I put my
for you. I can change it.
Where did I put my splitter for the plastic?
I will help make it more obvious.
For no help. See, you hear that cackle? Now she knows. She's already aware.
Where what?
Huh?
Is there a problem, dear?
Voice of doom.
Hello.
Daddy wasn't obvious enough, so I'm going to fix it. Hi.
He's making doom. Please tell me you have come to save me from the ramblings of this madwoman I have found myself in this afternoon.
No, I think I'm here to beg for a spool of copper wire or a gas mask.
Well, we don't have gas masks just yet. I'm working on that, though.
Alright.
So,
No.
she's certainly enjoying the prospect of being begged. And dangle it in front of your nose. Run away
Please,
cackling.
ma'am, may I have a spool of copper wire?
Ooh, yes! That's what she's thinking, right? See?
Or you could blow the cave open. I'll show you where the cave needs blown open at. Except I have the explosives and no detonator, so. Got fuel. Well, I think it's time for me to try and jet out of here.
I've just become aware. I fear there might be something severely bottlenecking our cable production. Maybe it's just highly in high use.
There, I hope you can find it now. Wait, there's something else I want to add to. I'm not done. Never mind.
I'm waiting to heal and then make my way out of this. Gonna get out or die trying. I'm gonna mark my new base though. Home of...
No, it's really weird.
of
I've dedicated
where
myself to one base and I have put loads
spicy
of things
food
in.
dies.
I put loads of effort into my one base, putting it all together, whereas it seems like you just can't decide where to settle down. You just make a base, and you get tired of it, and you make the next base. It's almost as if your production lines are like hyper inefficient just for the laughs. And as a result, everything takes 10 million years, so you have to keep building new bases in order to kill time.
Well, honey, didn't you know? That's exactly it.
Kind of adventuring with Lady Gecko is what happened this time. And then I died. Actually, I was pretty close on the train. I think I'm going to go back to working on that, but it's going to be a good 10 minutes before I heal enough to get out of the second pile of gas in this cave, so.
Oh.
But I made it to the safe spot where Lady died. Well, the almost safe spot, I mean, she died, so that kind of...
I was gonna say, that doesn't exactly bring confidence in this supposed safe spot.
I mean, you know. You win some, you lose some, right?
So, lady,
Uh-huh.
what's the easiest way to get coal off up to the top of the top level of this base?
Give me a minute. I'm finishing something. I'll be done in a minute. And... Okay, now I'm done. I'm done.
What were you doing over here? Oh.
Nothing.
Hardy har.
I think you can find it now.
Har, har, har.
I think that's enough science. Oh, and also
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you gotta be able to find it in the dark too.
Sorry about the delay, though, but apparently our groceries became lost in plain sight, and I had to go find them.
Well, apparently you're not the only one suffering from this, so... Now Lady has decided to mock me.
Oh,
Lucky for
well,
what?
you know. Must be a mirror universe, because Mrs. Coder was the one here.
Huh?
Oh, I'm just singing in the cave.
How do you put the sign label at the bottom of the bottom?
It's actually sitting on the floor and not actually attached to the thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, you could hit
Yeah.
enter in theory, I guess,
Make sure
right?
not to put it backwards. Make sure you put it front ways. There. And then just scoot it back one more. There you go. Back one. There. There. Perfect. You use the bigger one, but that's okay.
Those are the other ones. Oh, those look like the 3 meter.
It's fine. It really doesn't matter that much. So I don't know if you've done it, but once you type the words in and then go to layout, and you can pick the layout without the icon on it.
Okay. Alright,
Like
there we go.
Earlier, you thought you somewhat missed it. He couldn't find the iron sheets. The iron plates. Well, sheets or plates. For some reason, I call them sheets. But he couldn't find them. And so I told him where they were, and then I decided I would make it more obvious, to make it easier to find them.
I'm sure you built the world's biggest billboard at a minimum.
She built 4 arrows. She built 4 arrows and put a giant street light out in
Three
front of the.
arrows? 3 arrows?
And put a giant street light out in front of the container.
I did.
Now back to my initial question: what's the easiest way of getting coal to this level?
Ask Lady to build a sign. She'll tell you.
I'm sure she will.
Do you, okay, do you want it to come up from below the floor, or do you want it to be above? Basically, do you want it to be in the second half or the first half? And do you care?
I don't care.
Okay, then it's going to be in the second half, and I'm going to have it be on the far side, because I need to add some more over there. Give me a second.
Alright.
Okay, so basically I need to... This, I need to kind of add a little bit down there. Hold on, let me check and make sure these are being used. I need to check on a couple of these, make sure they're actually being used, because I'm not actually certain on some of these. So, I will check into things, and I'll get back to you in a minute.
Alright. I'll live.
Okay, yeah, I have 1, 2, 3 available belts on level 1, 2, 3. Well, 3 from the top, depending on how much second level, the basics level.
I don't remember how many levels we have anymore. I have to be.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some. I will help with this.
Thank you.
I'm going to use ceiling mounts to connect over here to get it over there, and then we can bring it up from that side.
All right.
Because on this side it's a little funny. So, okay. Starting about maybe here. 1. Oops.
What's quick wire? Is that the Caterium wire?
Yes.
That would explain. Can't make a.
It's a regular wire, but somebody fed it too much sugary candy for breakfast.
Ah. You know, it makes sense now.
I'm sure it makes more sense than me making myself stuck in a cave without a detonator.
No, they both make quite a lot of sense.
Thanks.
I'm sure it's comforting for you. You forget, you're literally talking to the guy that came to help you get unstuck from a hole you fell into.
I didn't invent that hole. It just appeared.
Nor did you invent the cave that you're now stuck in, full of gas with no detonators. You just went into the tunnel with no detonators and are now risking getting poisoned.
I made it halfway back, you know, there is that. But now I gotta wait for my health bar to fully recover to make it the other half.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't... You don't have any inhalers, do you?
Of course not. That would be too convenient.
I'm pretty sure I gave you some. I just don't know if you've used all of them.
Oh yeah, I've used them all. Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Oh,
I haven't used the ones Lady gave me.
Sure, sure.
I just kind of pick fights with things when I'm building train tracks. Kind of happens.
Yeah. I mean... You're not wrong about that. I can't fault you for having that happen.
Well, on that note, once I get out of this cave, I'm going to work on the train tracks some more.
Speaking of which, did you need help or you got it? I know you were working on stuff last time.
I think it'll be fine once I get out of this blasted cave. I just need to resupply, and then I think the biggest thing I need was a few computers, which I think I picked up.
Gecko, where is the coal that you're wanting to bring over here? Is it on the plastic rubber line or?
There is... I don't know if we have any coal lines or
Okay,
anything
where
yet.
are you wanting to pull coal from?
I don't have any exact area where I pull coal from. I just need coal getting to this manufacturer.
Okay. Which is where?
All right, I'm out, heading to work on the trains.
I'm going to see if I remember how to ping.
I heard it. Looking. I'm coming up there. Okay, I see it. Give me a minute. I'm coming. Okay, I see. I think I see where you are.
This manufacturer needs coal to make the gas filters.
Well, where are your main coal factory, coal mining areas? Are there any? Is there any close ones? What about the plastic rubber area?
I think there's one in my
No,
base.
there isn't. There isn't a coal plastic area. However, we do have all these coal plants down below that are running a lot less than they used to be.
Okay, so we can bring up
We
from
can
there.
bring up from
potentially.
there. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean that works. Okay, basically, let me show you. Where are you?
I am
What's
above
ping
you, I
again?
think.
I'm freaking
Hi,
out.
there you are. It's a alt left click.
Okay, okay, come here. You see these top 3 belts right here?
Yeah.
They're open.
Oh, those are open. Okay.
They're open. They're not being used. Now, I also kind of extended them that way towards the plastic rubber direction. But if you want to pull add to it from a different direction, that's fine. But there you go. There's top 3 right there. And then from there we can pull off of that or however. But those 3 are open and available. If you connect to one of those, it's going to storage.
Okay.
And you can also redirect, split off of it anywhere.
And I guess I'll go for the third one down.
And I can help you connect it to floors as needed if necessary.
If I come off the back of it here, it looks like I can go straight down to the power stations.
Oh, I meant to go up, not down.
Oh.
You can connect from up there, but I meant to the manufacturer. But you can go either through the. You can. I would suggest probably going through the floor for the manufacturer. But I can help you with that part if you want. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
If I just need to know which belt you're using. Are you using the bottom of the 3?
Yeah.
I see you just did that. Okay.
Uh-oh. I'm worried.
What?
Y'all are cooperating. Instead of berating each other.
We
Uh-oh.
can cooperate.
It's a very rare occurrence, but don't worry, it'll pass.
It'll pass. Okay, let's see. Where's the inputs of this thing? Oh, it's on the side. Okay.
We have been unnaturally kind to each other as of the last few days, but it'll pass. Don't worry. Next
It'll
week will be...
pass.
It will pass.
All right. Put that one on there.
I don't know if she has paid a single bit of attention to any word I have told her, now that she has her project. I don't know if she's paid a single word of attention to what we've been saying, but it'll still ring true.
I am working on connecting to the manufacturer. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Practicing power
time-
sliding.
This one time at marriage camp, you didn't strangle each other.
You heard the cackle.
I thought I heard something about someone's little dog being, perhaps,
Aha! Perfect. I did it. Yes. I love.
Aw.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It's,
Oh, you're good. It
She's-
just means my joke really
try,
did
too.
suck.
I'm good. First try.
She managed to get some conveyor belt floor holes to line up on her first try. I managed to do that as well, but it took me like 11,000 attempts.
Remember, I'm accounting for the fact that that's technically a floor level. So instead of having to go around the floor later,
Yeah, you're just going through it, yeah.
I'm just going through it now.
Got you.
Otherwise,
That
eventually,
sounds like it works.
otherwise I might have had to do this later. So I'm just doing it now instead.
For some reason, I'm going to pick up copper wire before I go anywhere else.
Does that have something to do with, detonators?
Perhaps. After being stuck in a cave for an exceedingly long time. Maybe. You have an idea there.
Hmm.
And now connected. You're welcome.
I'm watching for it. Coal. More coal. More.
Well, it's splitting between storage and that. So if later you wanted to temporarily go all to the manufacturer, just cut off the belt right after that splitter.
Now we don't need... I don't need to worry about that. I don't think we're going to be using that many gas filters. And they're very quick to
If you say so.
make. So...
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with multis. We'll just have to see on that one.
Okay.
I'll admit, I might be a
It's-
really big consumer of them.
It's a gas mask filter. I don't think it's going to be consumed at the same rate that jetpack fuel.
I can try really hard.
Okay, it's not a challenge.
Too late. Accepted.
You say it, he will make it a challenge.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, on that note, I am kind of curious where to find jetpack fuel.
Out at the other plastic outpost.
Oh, I'm down to 5 fuel. I just noticed. Oh, speaking of fuel, where did you? That's being made from the plastic area.
The
Fuel.
the remote plastic base, yeah, the one that has the one that the truck drives.
So, I potentially may have a belt that's already partially there, to where bring that stuff up.
Okay.
Yes, they're scanning.
Is there a box
Oh.
somewhere for wire?
Bottom one, because that's now coal. So don't use the bottom one now. There, removed.
Oh, okay. The plastic outpost that you're thinking of is not the plastic, rubber, and fabric outpost.
Okay, whatever, but it's here.
Okay.
You can put it potentially. You could put fuel going to one of these.
All right, I will get to.
I brought these two all the way over here for you, basically.
Okay, I will get to work.
So wherever you want to connect to whatever you want to connect there, you can connect there. But this is not to be connected from stuff from the actual this factory. It's for remote stuff like from over there. So you can attach whatever you want.
Okay.
Love, true love. Is parts delivery. Also, our power just flickered, so if I suddenly disappear, it's not because I hate you.
I would never guess that.
I have to try harder then.
Really?
I'm being a smartass. Yeah, actually, we're having power issues in all seriousness. With the weather lately.
I find myself very easily believing that.
Actually, I know what I'm gonna do next. Connect next. Steel beams. It's driving me a little crazy. That I have to go and hunt down the storage unit every time I need more propellants. When everything else is already going to the storage.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to storage.
Is there a wire storage anywhere?
Wire storage for what kind?
Just wire.
Copper wire?
Yeah.
Because we have copper wire, we have we have the Caterium wire, or we have cable. So you need to be specific.
Well, I found the cable one, and I found every other one, but I just don't see one for
Yeah,
regular.
copper wire isn't connected because copper wire is made on the bottom floor, and I hadn't gotten everything from way down there connected yet.
No, we do have copper wire connected. We do have cable coming up there. We do have the copper cable coming up, but it is very heavily
wire,
consumed.
But no, wire
Okay.
is not being fed into the storage room.
Oh, like just the bare wire?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cable is,
Well-
copper wire is not. That's actually something I'm going to be doing pretty quick, though, so don't worry.
Okay. I'll grab the few I need and get on with my life. 30 is more than I had, which was 0.
Speaking of fuel, I am now basically out. I am out. Okay.
Okay, come on down to the truck stations for the remote plastic thing. I have a couple hundred fuel I can hand out to beggars.
Well, you don't know where that is. I'm on the
Okay,
top
you know
floor.
the end of your belt stack?
Beginning or the end?
I guess this would be considered the
East
beginning?
end or west end? East end or west end?
East.
Okay, then that is the beginning.
Southwest. Kind of a southwesternly northern direction.
Uh-huh.
Just trying to be unhelpful. Did I succeed?
You're way there. I don't want to go over there right now. You can stick it in a crate over there. I don't want to go over there right now.
Alright.
In the crate or something. I'm busy. I can build without the jet fuel.
Okay.
Oh. I'm falling.
Found a vacuum tube.
What the heck is this truck doing?
It's just trying its best to make your life miserable. Is it succeeding?
I mean, it is acting horribly sporadic. It just backed up and it just went back and forth in the exact same like path 11 times just now.
Only 11. Darn.
I know it was surprisingly efficient this time.
Oh, now I can make a power pole.
Ah, there we go. Much better. Okay.
Where are you at, lady?
What?
Where are you at?
Catwalk.
Okay. Coming up to you with some fuel.
Oh, you don't.
That was
Never
too
mind, I'm
fun.
just falling off. I'm falling off to my death now. Goodbye. One tank of fuel is not enough for the jetpack to get me up that high.
I know. That's why I fell earlier, and you were saying something about me running out of fuel.
Alright, I've got some modular frames now. I'm gonna go back down there. I'm gonna build the tractor. It's gonna start carrying some fuel. The remote plastic outpost.
That sounds fuel-tastic.
I mean, I would pretend to be impressed, but I am.
Trying to think of something to answer back that also rhymed, but I can't think of anything right now.
Well, surely avoid scurvy if we eat an orange.
What? What does orange have to do with anything?
It's really hard to rhyme anything with orange.
Oh, okay. Orange, you glad?
And we'll dance around with a monkey and an orange. I'm referencing a video game now.
Something to do with Secrets of Monkey Island, I think.
I would
I assume-
never reference that game.
I just assume anything involving a monkey has to be something involving Secrets of Monkey.
That's a pretty good bet.
I would believe you, but no, y'all's humor is way too similar. So I definitely do not believe you. Gary says that all the time.
Does what?
Don't worry about it.
Well, now you're just preying on my insecurities. And acting
Right.
casual about it.
Would I do that?
Yes.
I think that's called marriage.
Sounds sweet.
It is. Why are you doing it?
So why would you think I would do that?
Because you're mean. There it is. There's the laughter. Yep, I got her in a corner now. Hey, Multi, is this back to normal?
I think so, yes.
Okay, okay.
What's normal?
That thing that we as computer people don't truly understand the meaning of.
Ah, that makes sense.
We just pretend.
Okay.
You know, I was kind of following the path of nodes left by the truck that I have transporting the plastic. And I have to wonder how many times did I roll that stupid thing while driving it? Because there's some really nonsensical movement patterns.
Didn't
Several.
actually remove some of the in-between nodes. As long as you don't remove too many, it'll automatically reconnect. I did that before.
Yeah, but I can't be bothered.
Okay then.
I am honest.
Yup. What?
Honesty's either your friend or your worst enemy.
Did I really just think that's straight on top of the belt stack? Why the heck did I do that?
Because you can.
I apparently stuck like murders or something straight on top of poles somehow. How did I do that? And how am I supposed to stack it further when I do that? Actually, we're just gonna stick a merger on top of it.
I added a unlabeled pipe route at the main pipe hub to take you to the train station.
We're just gonna stick a merger there. That'll work. There we go. There, that works. Okay, where is it? Actually, it's still over that way.
Dang it! Found the train. Well.
Train and Crystal have collided. Do I need to be worried about that achievement?
Oh, that's perfectly normal. Gotta try out that detonator here in a second.
Dadgummit mouse. This autosave lag, I hate it. At the
Not
same
getting
time, I'm
that lag
afraid of...
spike.
Well, I know you guys aren't getting a lag spike, but I am because I'm the host.
Ah,
Not sure if that's a personal problem or not.
What, that I'm a host?
That's the best joke I got, and honestly, it wasn't much.
I agree.
It's a good thing I'm not a comedian for a living. I would starve to death.
Yeah, that one wasn't very funny either.
It was more meant as a fundamental truth, but okay.
okay then.
Yeah, but see, it made everybody laugh, so, you know, it works, right?
I don't think everyone would think it's funny, but yes.
I don't know. I even thought it was funny. It was at my expense, so.
Okay. All right, I have steel beams going towards the storage. I don't think
Alright. There's a thing of Caterimore near the base. I just blew the lid off of with my explosives if y'all need it.
Okay.
I just happened to see a big rock on it and I was traveling by, so I blew it up.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
What ore was it?
Caterum?
Ethereum?
Oh, Caterium. Okay.
That's right, I put a fuel plant over here at this plastic outpost to help consume all the fuel that was being... I gotta be real, I want to try and get this nuclear power stuff up and going as quick as I can. Because it sounds like it would be really, really cool.
You know what's really cool to go with that?
But,
Lead suits.
overrated.
I used to think they were overrated, and then I died like 6 times in a row.
I just empty your inventory and just suicide sprint the stuff back.
It doesn't work.
I've tried that. It turns out it doesn't work all that well.
Yeah,
In fact, it leads to your friends making fun of you.
Listen, I attempted to get my stuff back from dying, and there was uranium in the inventory, and I would just hit collect all. I couldn't even barely get a few steps.
So we tag team it. We all take turns.
I don't think so.
Alright, well, I am now going to be bringing a tractor of fuel back to main base.
And there was much rejoicing.
Well, figure you folks might want it for your jetpacks.
Who, us? No.
Since I seem to be the only one that knows where the fuel outpost is located.
Too far.
And I have now gotten stuck on a rock. Move it, spitter. That's right, you just got run over. So I can't help but notice that the vehicles do have a health bar, but I've never seen it take any damage.
I mean, I could throw some explosives on one and see if it works.
Not right now.
I can tell you trains don't take damage from explosives because I tried a few moments ago.
Ah.
I may or may not have gotten mad at said train and tried to blow it up. Oh. Run away! Bad idea! Bad idea! Okay, that cave will need some help exploring.
Hey.
I blew open a rock in a cave, and a horde of spiders came out of the hole.
Oh, lovely.
Hmm.
I bet they all wanted to be your friends.
I have to say they were certainly offering unlimited hugs.
Sounds like the game I was playing on Friday.
I've thought about getting into that one myself, but they want an arm, a leg, and a kidney for it, so I'm out.
Starship Troopers Terran Command?
It was like $60 from what I looked at.
No, not Terran Command. Terran Command was like 20 or 15.
Oh,
got
okay.
it.
I was thinking of the new one they made.
Yeah, the Extermination, I think it's called. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I was going to be getting any of those, I would actually get that one by the name of Silica, which is kind of like a combination of RTS and first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Natural Selection. Did you ever play Natural Selection?
I mean, I took magnifying glass to an ant. Does that count?
No. But Natural Selection was it was a game that it was multiplayer, but basically you had one person in role of the commander, and the commander is kind of playing like a pseudo RTS type game. And,
oh, okay. I've played games like that. I know what you're talking about.
but you're controlling and issuing orders to individual players.
Right. Which, of course, will completely ignore you and you won't get anywhere, but you know.
Well, it's frequently more like the players need to understand that they're being given orders by a commander and not just, it's not just a bot trying to tell them things and glitching out constantly, because that's what I thought when I played Natural Selection. It's like, oh, I have to build the structure at the waypoint. Okay, so I'm building this structure, but then everybody else is like lining up a gun lining on the hall, and I was like, oh, I guess I better join the gun line. It's like, no, finish the structure. Like, what the heck is going on with this? I had no clue.
Mm-hmm.
But Silica, it seems like Silica has like elements of Starship Troopers and Dune, and what other things, like a lot of like little interesting. This piece of it feels kind of like this IP, and this piece feels kind of like that IP type thing. But ultimately, it's both. I think it's like players are. I think it's more like a PvE type game, and it's not PvE like Selection was.
Huh.
At least the stuff I saw online, it gave me that.
Okay.
Yeah, if there was any game of that type that I was wanting to look into, it would be Silica.
Alright.
And of course, the guys I was also watching, they were playing like a very early version of it. But one of them stopped to look at the big mining machine, and like, oh man, this thing looks really, really cool. And the guy was like, the commander was like, yeah, just to let you know, though, I have no control over that thing. Then all of a sudden, the thing tries to drive onto the drop-off ramp. I think it was like a drop-off ramp or something like that. Then it couldn't figure out where it needed to go, and so it just started driving over all the allied players. And they're like, buddy, we're on your side! Ouch!
Sounds about right.
Just, he blew it blew everything up. And, you know, everybody was just laughing their heads off through the whole thing. That was like, the video went up, like, I saw that it's in Steam Early Access now, but it hadn't even been in, it wasn't even in Early Access when those videos were made. Like, it's still quite early in development. The developers told them, like, yo, yeah, you can have this, you can do this and look at, like, kind of like preview stuff of it going, but just make sure you stress, not ready to start having loads of people diving into this, because we do have problems sometimes with the map desyncing.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? That's as good of a reason as any to say, like, okay, you can look, but you can't, you know. You guys can look at it and have fun, but we're not ready to bring this out to the public yet. But it has since hit Steam Early Access, so...
So he's not running out of jetpack fuel? Uh-oh. I might need a little help.
Okay, what is it this time? Hey, lady?
Hmm?
I have fuel headed to the storage area now.
Okay. Cool.
I might be able to kill the spider, but if I don't, I'm gonna need a quick revive.
Alright, I'm gonna start heading your direction then.
Yeah, I really need 50 fuel.
How far out are you?
Follow the train track to the bauxite mine, and as you do, you'll see a cave in the side of the cliff. I'm in that cave.
Oh, great. That means I'm never gonna find you.
Actually, it's really obvious. I killed the spider. I just don't have enough jetpack fuel to get out of the cave.
And I'm really on the timer to get back there before the enemies respawn.
I'll heal before they respawn, so I'll be alright in that regard. But I am not going to go deeper in this cave because it looks like there's a tiny, yeah, not helpful spot. I see 2 or 3 tiny holes I could get stuck in, so I'm trying not to go that way.
Alright, I have found the tracks.
Okay.
Now
I found
jogging
some
down the
Samor. There's Samor down here. I found that whenever that becomes useful.
What's that?
Work in progress, or...
Ah, okay.
I actually blew open a deposit of it, and that's where I went down there to see what else was there.
You know, this train, unless this train is equipped with a bulldozer attachment, it is going to have an awful time going through this roller coaster.
Well, I was actually in the process of adding stations. If you happen to have 5 computers on you, that would be even more awesome.
I'm pretty confident I don't.
Okay.
You run this thing straight through a poisonous gas patch.
Well,
Great.
you can walk around that if you need.
I did. Alright, I am now at the station that is at the bauxite mine.
Yep. From there you go up the hill, and right up the hill there'll be a cave. I'm in that cave. I'm trying to get to where the transportation network makes it not so hard to find me, at least.
You know, I am looking at this rail, and I have decided I don't know if I want to ride your train.
Well, it's not done yet. This is just the first rough draft.
It would still make me sick. And if I wasn't sick, I wouldn't have a neck attached to my head anymore.
Well, the train comes with built-in cushions.
That does not stop the
have...
complete lack of shock absorbers.
I don't know. You may have went too far because the cliff is like you take the curve up the first hill from the station, and then it's right in the side of the cliff.
All right, headed back around to the station. I'm fleeing a hatcher bug. Oh. All right. Okay, there's the station on the hill. I think this is the cave entrance here.
Yeah, that's it. I can tell. Yeah, watch your step. Yep, I hear you. There's a giant hole in the middle of the cave where it blew open the rocks.
Hey, a purple power slug. Hey.
There's also a yellow one I unlocked blowing things up.
All right, are
I've
you
been
down
trying to
this
find
giant
treasures.
hole? Yes, you are. Hi.
Hi. Thanks. That's exactly what I needed. Thanks, man. Ah, nuts.
I made it out.
Uh-oh. I'll try to build a ladder.
It's like a some kind of like hidden sort of like experience system or something like that, where you have to use a jetpack in order to get the fuel to last the right amount of time or something.
I'm not sure I understand the question, but sure.
Well, because I made it out of there easy peasy. Now you're and you didn't.
Well, I'm gonna just say, I don't know.
Okay then. That epic adventure is now over. I am now going to run back to the base.
Thank you. And I'm gonna take this ladder out of the hole because somehow I can't use the jetpack correctly. There we go. Thank you. I think the biggest thing was I just ran out of fuel, so I didn't think I could get out of the hole.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go check on these gas mask filters and see if they're done yet. Have enough to complete this milestone and start the next one.
I'm gonna finish clearing these rocks and get back to work on the train.
Alright.
I've been making substations so we can trace down the specific sections of the track that have issues.
Alright.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Hyper tube. Whee! So, lady, how are things coming on your project?
Well, steel beams are going to storage.
Always good to know.
Nice.
Might have gotten distracted
So good to know.
for these next items. But you will not be unhappy with what I'm doing. Just I'm not doing storage. Well, I am in the storage, if that helps.
Have you been messing with the labels again?
Sort
And
of.
here I thought she was just looking at her gecko calendar.
Sort of.
Her Men of Gecko calendar.
To be fair, I think you'll like what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm
I'm just not
terrified.
that good at jokes
By the way,
today.
the fact that I ended up doing this is sort of your fault. So,
Oh, of course, of course. I'm doing a thing, but because I'm the one doing it, it's your fault.
well, you don't want to know why it's partially your fault?
Why?
Because I'm doing side-related things. Hey, at the beginning of earlier in the stream, you were complaining that you couldn't find iron sheets. This is related to that.
I'm blowing up random rocks and I'm loving it.
Iron plates, whatever. Why did I call them sheets? I do not know, but they're not iron sheets.
I don't know why you kept calling them sheets.
I don't know.
Alright, well, we can now make hazmat suits so we can handle
dirt.
uranium.
I thought that just let you get in gas. I thought you had to make lid suits.
Okay, look, come back up and look on that side. That's what I'm doing. Come back up. There. They're not done yet.
Okay,
but
that's not... That's not... Okay, I can't get mad. That is a good thing that you're doing.
Don't get mad. Get glad.
Told ya. I told you would not be upset about it.
Make life take the lemons back!
When life gives you lemons, make sure you buy sugar to make lemonade.
Don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad!
Lemon shake-ups are actually pretty good. You ever had one?
No.
Lemon.
Actually, do you even know what
sugar.
do you even know what I'm referencing when I say that? Make life take the lemons back.
Probably not.
Portal 2.
Alright.
And there's a section in Portal 2 where you actually fall, like, into the very depths of the belly of the facility. Like, its oldest parts. And there are all of these pre-recorded messages left behind by Cave Johnson, the previous CEO of Aperture.
Mhm.
Well, as... It starts, like, in the 50s, and as you advance up through the levels, it's like the different decades of Aperture Science, until... And as Aperture Science continues on, Cave Johnson's descent into madness becomes much more apparent. Like, he's already kind of insane to start with, but it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and then due to an experiment gone wrong, he is dying, and he's like, but testing must continue, because, if life gives you lemons, I guess make lemonade. I guess that's how it goes. Well, then, at the end of that segment, he goes, I was thinking about what I said in my last recording, and you know what? When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Get mad! Make life take the lemons back!
I played the first one quite a bit. I think I played it through a couple times. But the second one I never got into. Oh, where's the computer factory at over here?
Do you need computers?
Yeah, I need like 10 or 20 of them.
Come up to the storage room.
Okay, where you're at? Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yes. I mean, if you were coming from the main tube hub, tube hub, yeah, hypertube hub. There's one that's coming directly over here from there.
All right.
Alright, the pod has almost returned, so I can select a new milestone. But according to the research thing, the hazmat suits are what are needed for handling uranium products.
Oh.
Yeah. Shields Pioneers from adverse effects of radiation, consumes iodine-infused filters from the inventory while worn in radioactive areas.
I'll be.
So, yeah, we have the hazmat suit to be able to handle uranium. I just want to open up... I just want to be able to unlock the actual processing things so we can get a nuclear plant up and going.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you gotta run the waste off the edge of the map. Okay, which tube is the tube? I take a wild guess and say this one. The unlabeled one that I didn't build, because I know where all the rest go because I built them.
All right. Supercomputers, batteries, assembly director systems. Nuclear power. Here we go. Also advanced aluminum.
If you were looking for computers, you already passed it. It's right here. Where I am, I'm literally standing at it behind you. That is kind of cool, actually. The signs sticking out. Okay.
What the heck am I reading right now? Copper powder. Ground down copper ingots. The high natural density of copper combined with the granularity of the powder make this part fit for producing nuclear pasta in the particle accelerator. What?
Hey! Hey! Baldy! Where are you? You come back here. No, you come back here.
What?
Oh, wrong person.
That wasn't.
Hey, you don't have a label on you, okay? It's been hard to
I've been
tell.
laughing for 5 minutes on mute, didn't even realize it.
No, I can't go chasing me.
You shot me. You shot me with stun rebar.
I hate to tell you, but no regrets. That was too funny.
I was gonna defend your honor.
No, yeah, I still see no regrets. It was too funny. That was great.
There's an explosion that goes off, and she's like, "What? Get back here!" And I'm like, "Well, okay." And all of a sudden, she shoots me, and I almost fall off the platform.
I had absolutely nothing to do with that. I'm not a convincing liar right now.
Oh, we can't do nuclear power yet because we still need to unlock supercomputers. So.
I was just giving you an explicit thank you, lady.
Yeah, funny. You're good. I'm gonna get revenge later.
I threw an explosive on her back, Gecko ran away, and then detonated it.
While
Yeah,
I was at
I
the
know.
time, mind you.
I know that's exactly what you did. And then I went running down to try and find you, and then she shoots me.
Away from me.
Yes, I was. I was running towards his icon on the compass.
Oh. Okay, let's see.
Suddenly I get shot by a taser.
11 Satisfactory, right?
Do we want this label to look like? I kind of feel like having the larger icon on there. Like that.
Did it actually do any damage to you?
Okay, you stand back down there and tell me. You back up a little, and you look up here where I am. Cable.
I like the bigger. I like the bigger one.
The bigger icon.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will leave it with that.
Where are all the motors going? There they are.
They're over there somewhere.
Right, now the only thing left to break my heart trying to put together a manufacturing thing for is these table saw looking things, and I don't know what those are. That is the wrong thing. Can't make those on the equipment bench. Crafting. Radio control units.
I'm actually manufacturing a bunch of the dishes. We need to make those.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are the chances of us starting to get crystal oscillators piped this way?
Pretty smooth, actually. I'm tweaking the track now. I added 2 new stations in, so I'm hoping that's gonna fix it. I think the 2 new stations split up the track enough that may have fixed it. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's my goal today, is to get him trained back to y'all. So.
Hey!
Revenge.
Fine, I'll let you have that one. Because I'm too busy doing science. He distracted me. It's gonna take me 10 times longer at this rate. So I'll keep interfering.
That was my way of explosively saying how much I appreciate it. I couldn't contain it in a simple thank you. I had to say it with an explosion.
You know, I think that would have been preferable.
Well, I'm sorry. I just I didn't understand the social graces behind that.
Uh-huh, sure you didn't.
Oh dear. I feel kind of bad about that. It's fine. Okay.
If you throw explosives on the back of those really tall 4-legged creatures, they don't seem to die.
The ones where you can bounce off of their backs?
Yeah, explosives don't bounce off, they stick.
Huh.
I can't say it killed them, which may or may not have been my goal, but...
Well, they do seem to be very resilient to many things. There was one that spent 3 streams bugged out with a conveyor belt going. Eggs.
Come on. We really need to start bringing dishes back to the main base here. Improve my trainly worth.
Yes, that would be appreciated. That base to make those dishes was built a bajillion years ago.
Yeah, I unfortunately can't deny that. And hopefully there's a lot of dishes sitting over here. There's 170 dishes sitting here.
Okay, that's hopefully a start.
Yeah, I think I can definitely increase productivity once I get the train working. Alright, edit timetable.
I feel like I might have to just get on, like, midweek or something. Just go over to one of your bases and just strip the thing down and rebuild.
I don't think you'll need to go that far, but, you know, that's up to you. It's your server, so.
I mean, it's going to be, at some point, you know, if we need 50 of those things now, we'll need 500 of them in the future. Or, you know what, one of the things, we needed like 200 of one thing, and then immediately afterward we needed 3,000 of the same thing. And, yeah, I ended up just having to strip down a bunch of our stuff and rebuild it. And I might have to do the same with your, with your factories.
Well, If that's what it comes down to, it's your server, so I'm not gonna get upset. But I am gonna try and make it more productive. So didn't think you'll be too upset about that.
Hmm.
All right, running the train. We'll see how far we get here.
Oh boy, I'm waiting to see that explosion achievement show back up. Now, was that achievement because something actually exploded, or was that achievement because you got ran over by it?
It was two trains ran into each other.
Ah.
Actually, the train ride is quite nice and scenic, I have to admit. I'll also admit you may or may not drive through some things that you probably shouldn't be able to, but you know. Some you lose some.
Mm-hmm.
All jokes aside, though, if you wanted to go slug hunting, there's a lot of slugs on the train route.
Well, if it's something that we start needing again, I'm it. You know, there are some days where I think I might need to just get me a bigger graphics card. Maybe a faster SSD. Put all this on. Because the things that I am seeing are this game literally just falling over dead at my feet. Sometimes. Ah! I know I'm getting run down by the plastic truck.
That's bonus points.
Alright, well, the big trucks are definitely faster than the little tractors are. That is definitely the case.
I've gotten between a third and a half of the track already fixed up. It's not ordinarily this hard to do, but for some reason it's just being obstinate.
Hmm.
I've made many a train in Factorio. Yeah, that too. Satisfactory, but this one just doesn't seem to like me.
That's always lovely. Alright, I have made it back. Wait, what the heck is this? How come... I just got ran over by a truck. Okay, this makes no sense what just happened here. An entire plastic truck just unloaded into the completely wrong fuel station, into the completely wrong truck station. I have to keep these things a certain distance apart or something?
You could put a filter on the output, so that way whichever way it goes where it's supposed to.
How do I fill... well, the problem is I have two truck stations that are relatively close to each other. One is for fuel, one was for plastic. But the plastic truck pulled up to its drop-off point, and that went into the fuel station.
You can build, I don't know the name for it off the top of my head, but it's a filter conveyor, just like for conveyors, just like you can build like a merger or a splitter.
Smart splitter. Is that it?
That's it.
Gotta clean all this dang plastic out of this truck station before I start sending plastic into the full chest. Storage. A lot of it might already be on the way. Don't know. Oh, and now I'm getting poisoned by the stupid gas plants that are underneath the platform.
Train goes 40% of the way and then malfunctions. Huh.
Well, what to tell you?
No worries. I'll keep working on it. I built many a train in this game.
All right. Okay, fuel is once again headed to storage. Alright. I'm gonna let this work for a minute. I gotta go run to the bathroom. I'll be right back, everybody.
Sorry, I get really too focused. So when I do this stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna recommend you bring weapons if you go to the train station that glow to depart. But other than that, that's my exciting recommendations.
Okay. Wait, wait, wait,
It may or may not be a spot where we found 2 or 3 things that are radioactive.
Ah.
I think the next train station I'm gonna make is gonna be Scenic Nowhere.
To make it less confusing, I'm making the signs that are next to the empty ones blink. Makes it less confusing.
Alright, train, let's not stop over the cliff full of death and destruction. Let's go a few more feet forward, please. That's better, train.
Oh, oh. See what he meant by the plastic getting mixed.
I'm sure it's as inconvenient as possible.
Well, there was a storage. There's a storage unit over here because
Mm-hmm.
we had it sent over here, and it was half fuel and half plastic. Okay, so that's fuel. We can that actually.
I'm slowly narrowing down where the issue is, but I haven't hit
Oh,
pay dirt yet.
that was not intentional. No, don't do that. Golly. Really, I selected a part to make a background. I didn't even realize I could do that. That was an accident.
That's honestly kind of neat.
It is neat, but definitely not what I wanted.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay! You've saved us from the awkward silence.
I feel like there wasn't one to rescue anybody from.
Well, there was definitely silence. I don't know about awkward, but there was definitely silence.
Sorry. I found out what you meant on my end about the fuel and plastic thing, because we had the container in this end was half plastic and half fuel.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. For whatever reason, the fuel truck station uh pulled a bunch of plastic off of the plastic truck. Um, okay, what's needed to go in these video? Already looked that up. We need oscillators. How's that coming? The trains. How did that progress while I was?
I am close to the last station and everything's working fine. It's got to be some kind of an issue with the last station, and that's it at this point.
Okay.
So basically, 90+% of the track is safe.
All right then. The rest of it, we need computers, aluminum casings. We have all of that. So slowly piecing together those video control units. A large part of me just likes always looking out across the landscape. This game.
It's quite a lovely landscape.
It is.
That's kind of why I don't mind making gigantic trains.
Good heavens. I looked at the awesome sync, and for the next coupon we need 118,000 points.
Yeah, it keeps going up.
The thing I'm not entirely getting is why is it that this... Oh, it's because... Looking at this thing going, why isn't this merger pushing more crystals into the awesome sink? Oh wait, it's because it's not a merger, it's a splitter. It all makes sense now. So where is the train station that's nearest to the main base?
Multi.
Sorry, I was on mute. If you go to the main base, there's actually a vacuum tube that's elevated there to get you to it.
Crystal mine, or is it this unlabeled one?
It's unlabeled. Alright, I've got a new plan and it's easy. I'm gonna route this to a working station. Nix this station that never wants to work.
Well, that is not where this unlabeled tube goes. Because it pulls me down to the space elevator.
Um. Okay. You have to be at the main hub.
Oh, at the main hub. Okay.
Yep. That's where I put it. When you get to the train station, could you do me a really big favor?
See?
Connect a power pole to it.
That seems like it's going to be really tedious and long, and I just don't know if...
I can
That's-
understand that, but, you know, it could help. Just a little bit.
Okay, I think I see this elevated hyper. Ah, it goes underwater for a section.
Would I do that?
Never a dull moment with you, is there? Never a moment the game just happily humming along normally. Nope, you gotta throw in texture loading lag every chance you get. Get the camera bugged out on terrain. I travel through the ground.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, I changed my plans with the train station to just get it done. Because I'm kind of tired of it not working, so.
Main base train station does appear to have power on it. Okay, it's got power poles connected to it, but the power pole isn't receiving any power. Where's the nearest line I can tap off?
Okay.
There it is. They're too long. Of course it is. Alright, lights are green on the train station. Yeah.
Alright.
Are you coming?
Hold on.
That doesn't sound promising.
Give me a moment. Trying to reconfigure this to work around my train track issue I was having.
Uh.
Alright, I'm hopping on the train. I come delivering 170 dishes.
Good start. Good start. Ah!
I gotta reroute some things over here still, but at least I can deliver the one darn load of dishes finally.
Your hypertube's awful.
Wouldn't be my hypertube if it wasn't.
It's thrown me in the water, and now I can't tell if I'm bugged out or not. I can't get my jetpack to work. Oh, there it goes.
Did that train just take off without me? It did. Well, I fixed the train. Kind of. Did it take off without the dishes? It did take off without the dishes. Darn, dang nabbit.
Oh, man.
I'll get it. No worries. Just irritating. Means that it operates correctly though, which is what I was worried about. So I'm gonna route it to the previous station, which is just up the cliff here, instead of the one I was trying to route it to.
Alright, I am stood at the train station, waiting for the first load of dishes to show up.
All right, that should be on the next trip. And the next time the train runs around, there should be dishes on it.
Right?
I'm running a conveyor up the tracks right now.
I'm hearing it. Hey, it's the train. Whoop. Alright, train, take me away. Or don't.
Pauses 15 seconds to unload.
But it doesn't have anything to unload.
You can tell the game that.
Watch out, bounce pad boy. You're gonna get run over. Hey, he actually listened. Oh, here we go, the roller coaster.
Which one?
All of it.
Fair enough.
This track swoops and twists and curves and dives. This
Have you
is
been to the side of the cliff yet?
This is a roller coaster, all right.
I'll admit, I had a lot of fun making it. I hope you have just as much fun getting sick on it.
I am honestly surprised that I have not been scraped off by a hyper tube or a conveyor belt, because we went through like 5 of them. Oh, tree. Oh, another tree. Ah, that one did scrape me off. No, come back, train.
I've actually never been scraped off the train before, so that's a new one.
Yeah, if you hit a tree, it just scrapes you right off. All right,
I'll have to blow that off the line.
I can't keep up with it anymore. I gotta leave. I'm entering gas plant territory. I can't chase after it. Heartbreak.
Well, I built this part of the train tech for radiation, so be happy you're not trying to traverse that right now.
Actually, I think I need to do some, need to make sure I program the aluminum truck. Or aluminum tractor.
And it's like that section of the track is jinxed. So I'm going to go ahead and just build it here and then call it a day, and that'll fix our problem.
Right.
So I've already built multiple stations, and that actually doesn't hurt anything when I build new stations. It actually makes it a little better when there's more stations, because you can stop somewhere if you need to. Versus all just one long smorgasbord, so... Alright, the annoyingly set up goofy conveyor is now done.
Congratulations.
That should allow our satellite dishes to be delivered. And then I'll focus on manufacturing multiplication. Yeah, making it make a lot more satellite dishes.
Alright, I like that.
Oh wow, it's already getting fairly late, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting close to 6. That's interesting. I had a bunch of trees just kind of like load in right in the distance, and they're all like blowing around. Like, blowing around like they're grass. And as I get closer, they just snap to attention.
The train didn't stop. It just kept going. I might be able to catch it. Got it. Okay. Alright. Okay, guess I'll ride the train for a few moments, see if that all works.
Hooray. Soon we get to find out. I can't wait for it to not work again. That's all I get, just a half chuckle out of Lady. Wow. I'm killing it tonight.
I'm in hyperfocus.
So what are you doing? Just storage stuff?
Just wait till I'm done.
Game? I don't appreciate you doing that to me, game.
Well, the last time I got train focused, I got half the track working, so if we get the other half working today, then I guess I'm on par.
Well, I've got another load of aluminum plates zipping towards home. The plates, casings.
Well, honestly, the train's sitting right next to there. If we get the train sorted out, it could be a little easier.
Yeah, well, I'm using trucks right now because we need the casings. Might need the casings. I don't know if we do need the casings or we might need the casings, but tractors will at least get us enough to get going.
Problem. I'll be your train engineer, I guess. I'm fine with that. Okay, we've made it to main base and starting to next station. Alright, successfully traveling to Bauxite Station.
All right. I keep trying to adapt a tune in my head about sailing a ship, trying to equate it to driving a tractor in Satisfactory. Not working.
What do you do with a drunken tractor? What do you do with a drunken tractor? What do you do with a drunken tractor early in the morning?
Drive it
Fill
off a
its gas
cliff
tank
until
up
it's
with
sober.
sugar. Fill its gas tank up with sugar. Fill its gas tank up with sugar early in the morning.
Okay, that one's fair enough. I didn't think about that one.
Stick a potato in its tailpipe until it's sober. Stick a potato up in its tailpipe until it's
I was
sober.
thinking drive it off a cliff. Drive it off a cliff until it's sober.
Somehow mine seems a slightly less restrictive, but I think yours is more fun. So, all right, we're hitting the glow now. There's only one more station after the glow, so this is gonna work great, or it's gonna be the moment of anger.
I can't wait. I'm pretty sure I know what's about to happen.
Please, please. Still stopped. It's going to Cliffside Hotel.
It worked?
So far,
Okay.
it's farther than it went last time, so I'm not too upset.
Saw what I thought was a crashed vehicle on the side of the road, and then I remembered, oh, right. That's one of the crash sites that I've already claimed. I've said this before, but I'll mention it again. I do feel like the devs need to add a method for us to be able to clear up the crash sites that we've claimed the hard drives out.
I think we should be able to get scrap metal out of them.
Well, like, there are a lot of, like, components and things that you can scrap off of them. But I think even still, like, the main body should be broken down to at least some kind of basic material.
Oh, that is a beautiful sight.
Oh, it worked?
It's loading the train. Now, let's see if it crashes after the train's loaded. That's going to be my real worry. Come on. Come on. Please don't. It worked.
Nice.
I have no idea why I hated that one train station so much. I rebuilt it 3 times, moved it. I reran the tracks. I mean, this train's even running through the support beams for conveyor belts, and it goes. Something about that one train station.
Huh.
Alright, well, you got 170 or 186-ish satellite dishes coming on this load.
Alright.
I'm staying on the train just in case there's some bad luck. I'm not jinxing it. I'm knocking on some wood over here.
Dadgummit. I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet one of these days and move that stupid power pole.
Okay.
There's a power pole that's right in the middle of the tractor route.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the camera goes into a tree so you don't see it coming, and then you crash right into it, and it nearly throws you off of the platform.
That sounds about right.
So, yeah.
Well, if nothing else, I've succeeded in making the infrastructure between the 2 bases. I'm not going to be upset if you have to change something to make things more productive.
No.
I completely get it. That's the name of the game was Satisfactory and Factorio, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But at
Although
least I wanted to get the darn train working.
I loved the rail base we did with Geo in Factorio, where we had one rule. No teardown allowed. It didn't matter
I
if it
bet
was...
he would hate me for that.
No, that was his rule. Whatever we put down had to stay put. And,
What if you accidentally put the wrong block in?
then I'd go ahead and just tear it up and not tell him. But like,
Oh.
whatever we put down, be it a like just a couple of factories, like temporarily off of a line of iron to make like some pickaxes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Once it was down, we could not pick it back up. We could stop production, we could not lift it back up, basically.
Huh.
And the whole idea was he wanted to have a sprawling mess of spaghetti. And we did. Then we got to the rails. We got to the point where we were building giant rail networks. And they basically orbited like the entirety of the original factory. It just went around all of that.
That's funny.
And then we started hitting power bottlenecks due to the one major issue that we couldn't fix at the time.
The water.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
We hit the maximum rate transfer rate per tick of water. I'm sitting there going, no, this plant would have produced 200 megawatts if no, I think it was like 3 gigs or something like that of nuclear power.
Right.
If we were able to get the steam and the water moving all together. Sadly, no.
Alright, it's about to hit the brakes at the main station.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, it's picking up a load of goods. From the train. Come on. Don't break now. Don't jinx me. Alright. Let's see it unload those goods. Okay, you should have 185-ish dishes at the main base station. Route them to your heart's desire.
All right.
I'm gonna go back and make more dishes because that train cart should have been full by now. I'm not impressed with my dish production rate.
Yeah. Although it is 6 o'clock, we need to start thinking about wrapping up.
Okay. I'm just riding the
It's,
train to y'all. Call it a day to the other station. So.
And I'm delivering a thing of aluminum ingots.
Okay. It'll probably take me 2 or 3 minutes to get to the other side of the screen. Maybe not that long.
So what are you working on, lady?
Well, at the moment, I am working on getting wire, copper wire going to the storage.
Okay.
Remove the 2 bauxite stops from the timetable. So that way it would travel faster. So it wouldn't slow down.
Okay.
Or we decide we want to transport bauxite, and then that would be perfectly fine. Don't get me wrong.
All right. Well, we now have alclad aluminum sheets. Heading storage.
Nice. Next milestone.
The next milestone, we need to have 50 radio thingies. Like
Okay.
they call it, like transmitter
RCUs?
something.
Radio control units.
Yeah, radio control units. 50 of those, and then that'll get us to our next milestone, which
Okay.
is aeronautical engineering, which I believe is what unlocks the supercomputers. Running over to the hub now to check on that.
Okay.
I believe aeronautical engineering is the one that gives us the supercomputers, and then we can do uranium processing and nuclear power.
Okay, copper wire should be going to storage now.
Checking the hub.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh no, it's aeronautical engineering that gives us the supercomputer.
That's the right one.
And then, and once we have the supercomputer, then we can start doing a nuclear power plant.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sounds like a plan. Almost to the speed up location that I need to work at, so.
Wait,
I'm gonna
that's
jump
weird.
out after the Cliffside Hotel because it's gonna run by where I need to be. So.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. What?
Huh?
You said wait.
Oh yeah, under the quartz tree, there's a ammo type called shatter rebar. I'm
Cool.
confused as to that.
Hey, honey,
Have
have you noticed anything yet?
not looked.
Well, you should.
The house is on fire.
Oh wow, you did like a whole lighting system in the storage area now.
Mm-hmm.
This area looks a lot cooler.
Thank you.
I just need you to do one thing with it.
What?
Can you move it over towards the main starting zone? So that way it's closer to the front of the base.
What now? Hey! Really now? Really now?
Sure. Can you move everything just 200 feet?
You were
I
living
think,
that one, I can tell.
I think perhaps it might be time to build a hypertube just to make the trip, and then. Oh wait, we did that already, Gecko.
Yeah, but it doesn't come from the main base. It comes from like a weird hub area like a million years away from where the main area of the base is.
Well, that's the main hub, but okay. Oh, well, I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't make another one. I mean, that would make sense, right?
Oh.
Good whenever you are. I'm just improving the productivity on the dishes now, so. Which is apparently all because I'm short on cable.
Well, we now have a storage unit that is dedicated to copper wire and is now starting to go in there. It only just started, so it'll be a minute.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.
And copper wire is in kind of high demand in many areas of production, so it's not going to accumulate quickly, I'm afraid. But yeah, okay. Well,
Okay, there we go.
I think
Oh, and I want you to note that at least the signs that are hanging out over, if there's nothing in the storage unit, I made the sign blank.
okay.
No, not the ones on the storage units. I haven't adjusted those yet. But as far as the ones that are sticking out, if it's blank, if there's nothing in it, it's blank. No, you don't.
Well, what was I doing?
You think I can't tell what you're doing? Bye.
I was just clicking my zip line at you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't trust you. I hear zap sound. Nope, I'm running. I'm not gonna let you go nonsense behind my back. I don't care what it is.
Ooh. All right. Well, I think it's time for us to call it here. Thank you guys for coming out to play again. Thanks again, Multi, for taking the time.
Oh, you're welcome.
Live
Sorry I
long and
didn't get better
prosper.
trains. Ah.
Yeah. I think this is as good a place as any to call it good. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody, and have a happy 4th of July. I know some people might be off tomorrow. I am not one of them. So, yeah. It's my reward for taking a few days off. Everything just completely went to hell in a handbasket in my absence. But thank you everybody who came out to watch. Thanks, hello again to Bowl of Cornflakes. I'm not sure who that is, but, yeah, welcome to you anyway. And, I think.
You know the extra person we were talking to the other night?
Don't give them away.
Okay.
Yeah, thank everybody for coming out to watch, and, we'll see you all on the next stream. Let's see, the next stream would be the Friday stream. We might be finishing up Starship Troopers. We might not be. Those missions have been getting really slow all of a sudden. But if the game is anything of an indicator as to how the movie is, I can see why so many people hold the movie in such high disdain. Because that military high command are completely incompetent and clueless.
Would you like to know more?
Well, the one thing that I do know so far is I have been throwing troops upon troops upon troops upon troops at one bug-infested planet, and I have not won a single victory on any of them, technically speaking. I have completed the missions successfully, but they have always ended in a full strategic retreat and abandonment of the planet, pretty much. And I'm just like, okay, when are they just gonna write Klendashu off and just leave it for the Zerg? Or nuke the thing from orbit?
I don't know. I didn't even know there was conveyor belt Mark Vs. That must be new.
Yeah, we unlocked those last week. I still haven't even gotten used to running Mark 4s yet. I'm still just using Mark 3s.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the Mark 5s use the alclad aluminum sheets.
Ah, that's why the bauxite's so important to you.
Yeah. It can transport 780 resources per minute, which is over... Well, no, it's a little less than double what the Mark 4s can carry. Mark 4s carry 480. Each upgrade is like slightly less than double of the previous tier, but that gap is so huge regardless that even that, you know, it won't be like, well, you know, it isn't fully twice, so it's not worth upgrading to.
Well, just the Mark IV is so quick my screen's glitching.
Yeah, I mean, that's how fast the Mark 4s are. I keep wondering if this game is going to make me upgrade to either a bigger graphics card or or a faster SSD. I'm not sure.
Well, I can tell when I need to upgrade a piece of conveyor now. I go from super speed to ant speed.
Yep. Yep. I've kept everything upgraded to Mark 3s now, just because everything else just feels awful. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up.
Okay.
Alright, have a good night, stream. Goodbye.